we don't want the negative Nancy's. Negative energy. Get your funky energy up out of here. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Touche. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shayla, and I like to make videos about my personal life and different topics and share it with strangers online. Today's video is no different. As you guys can tell by the title, I am going to be talking about how to avoid toxic people. Now, I asked you guys on my social media what you wanted my next topic to be, and you chose this right here. This is going to be interesting, okay? My whole 25 years of being on this earth, I found that there are different types of toxic people. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to avoid them. Just want to put out a disclosure. This is my opinion on what I feel is toxic, and based off of my experience on how I handled this situation. If you dealt with it differently, by all means, please share in the comments below. I would love to read it. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, so let's just jump right into it. I have ran into all different types of toxic people, but I'm gonna talk about the main three that I've experienced in my life. Toxic person number one. We're going to call them the woes is me person. All right. This is a toxic person that you encounter in your life where they always have something going on and it's never good. They always have some bad news for you no matter what, and they always just lay it out to you. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being by someone's side when they're going through a rough time. You know, that's a decent thing to do just as a human being. But if this person always tells you their issues and problems, sometimes that can be draining for you. I guarantee if you ask this person, hey, how's your day going? They're always gonna say a laundry list of things that they have going on in their life that just isn't good. It's never just gonna be, my day's fine, how is yours? Oh, no. Let me give you an example of usually how a conversation goes with a woes is me person. Hey, what's up? How's your day going?
Bad, just terrible.
Wow.
The world's ending. Yeah, I woke
For
up this
real?
morning and had a really bad toothache.
Dang, girl, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and it doesn't make it better that it's raining outside and I left my umbrella at home.
Yeah.
Little Timmy has a parent-teacher conference and I'm really not looking forward to that. To top it all off, my husband's car broke down and now we're down to one.
That's crazy. I really hope everything works out for you. I'm pretty sure that's stressful.
Yeah, I hope so too. Anyway, how are you?
For the most part, I'm good. Except, well, you remember that job promotion I was telling you about?
Of course.
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous if I'm going to get it.
Anyway, my toothache is acting up again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye. That's typically how the conversation would go with a woes is me toxic person. Again, they'll just unload everything that's going on in their life that's not ideal to them. And then when it comes to you expressing yourself, if you're going through something, they don't even take time out of their day to listen. This could really be a strain for people that are naturally empaths, the person that naturally just automatically feels and cares for someone else's emotions. It could be draining. Don't let them disturb your good energy and take it from you. Try to avoid people like this. It's just always speaking some positivity, and if they still have some negative energy, just brace yourself and be mentally prepared. That's something that I had to do because I'm an empath myself, and sometimes it's just so hard to just ignore them altogether. So I do want to be there, but at the end of the day, I still got to protect my energy. So you just got to have a perfect balance. Toxic person number two. We're just going to call these type of toxic people straight up no good. No good, okay? These are the negative Nancys that are in your life that always want to point out the bad things, all right? Doesn't matter how much good you have going on, this person's always going to point out the bad. And if they can't find the bad, they're going to create the bad, all right? These people tend to love drama. They feed off of it. Let me show you an example of how a terrible toxic person goes. Hey, what's up, girl? Wanted to tell you about that job promotion. I finally got it. They called me back. I'm super excited. Everything is looking up for me.
Sounds like you were last resort if they just now calling you. What are the hours?
I'm not really sure the hours. I'm thinking it's like from 1 to 5.
But don't you have a dog? What if it pees all over the house?
What? I mean, yeah, but it should be good. I mean, we usually just
Okay,
let
if
her
you don't
out.
mind your dog pissing or whatever. What about your man? Don't you got a man?
What about him?
I mean, don't he get off earlier
Well,
than you?
yeah, he'll be off before me, but
So that means you're not gonna be home to cook dinner
I
from.
mean, he can cook himself.
Cook himself. Oh, If I had a man, I would cook for him every night.
Of
Don't you love him?
course I do.
I don't know, girl. Sounds like this new
What?
job is nothing but bad news. Sounds like your dog's gonna be pissing everywhere in your house and you gonna lose your man
I
because you
don't.
don't have enough time to cook him dinner. Anyway, I gotta go. You enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to live my best life.
Hello? Babe, you can make your own meals, right? That's an example of a negative Nancy, toxic person. You just told them all these good things that are going on in your life, and they felt the need to point out just the bad and create a scenario that you wasn't even talking to them about in the first place. Usually these people tend to be bitter in their own lives, so they got to create some mess out of yours. They are too busy focusing on your negative things in your life to the point where they're just avoiding the main things that they truly need to focus on theirs. The best thing that I can tell you when you come around these toxic people is to leave them alone, okay? Leave them be, keep them at arm's length. It's not good for anyone. We don't want the negative Nancy's. Negative energy. Get your funky energy up out of here. All right, and the third type of toxic person that you probably want to stay away from, they're a bit harder to find. They're not going to be as obvious as the first two that I gave you examples of. These people are toxic by personality. Sometimes you may click with them, sometimes you may not. Others may click with them and you probably can't. These type of toxic people, they may be toxic to you in different ways. Maybe they're not toxic as a friend, but maybe they were toxic in a relationship standpoint. It will vary. They're a bit harder to find, but you can determine that by, at the end of the day, after you finish talking to the person, did it drain your energy? Did you feel happier when you guys are in a certain situation? Are they only toxic at this point? Are they toxic when you guys are out? Are they toxic only when they drink? Are they toxic when they are only at work with you? Like, you have to determine how you want to be around this individual. They may not be toxic altogether, but there are moments or certain scenarios where the toxic can come out. So like I said, they're a bit harder to spot out, but you still want to know how to deal with them, because at the end of the day, you want to protect that energy. Long story short, you guys, if you happen to encounter any of these toxic people, the best thing that you could do is just wish them happiness, pray for them, do whatever you need to do to wish them well wishes. You definitely don't want to stoop down to their level, and make sure that you're not one of those toxic people. There's been a few times where I had to look in the mirror and be like, hold on, am I being toxic to someone right now? It's always good to just be conscious of the energy that you're putting out and what you may be giving to that person, and then what you're receiving. Very important. Just kumbaya. Surround yourself with positivity. You'll be good. All right, you guys, so those are the types of toxic people that I have experienced in my life. Hopefully those tips and tricks could help you if you were ever in that type of situation. Leave a comment below if you happen to handle it differently. I would love to read it. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. If you haven't seen my video from last week, make sure you click in the description below to check it out. Follow me on my social media so we can get to know each other better. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know the next time that I post. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.